Now these breadboards, if you were to rip the back off them, which you should not do because then you can't stick it to anything ever, don't touch the back. But if you were to open the back up and have a look at it, you would see that there are these two long metal rails here and here. And they run all the way along. And what that means, so these are our power rails. If you plug something in over here, it's connected to every single hole along here because what that's really done is it's touched a piece of metal. Same for the negative and the positive. These here, these rows, they run vertically up and down and they only run 5 holes along. So if you plug something in here, right, it's connected to this hole and this hole and this hole and this hole as well. And so doing this, you can build circuits on these boards, right? So the power runs along horizontally and the rows run vertically down like this, right? So if we're trying to build this circuit, here's how we should think about it, right? We should think about, okay, well, we're gonna start at positive, so that's our 5 volts, right? So I'm gonna take this cable, not plugged into the power supply, and I'm gonna plug it in here to the positive rail. So now every single hole along here, right, that's going to be connected to that 5 volts. And then we're going to trace through our circuit and go, okay, what's the first thing that we get to? Okay, we get to this 330 ohm resistor. So what you should do is grab your wires and you can peel these apart. Right, got a wire, and I'm going to take positive and I'm going to take it to one of the rows on my breadboard. So now every hole along here is connected through this wire to positive. That means I can get my 330 ohm resistor, which I have here. Right, pull it out of this little piece of paper. I can bend the legs to make it sort of staple shaped. And then I can plug it in like this. And so now my one end of my resistor is connected to 5 volts. And the other end of the resistor is plugged in to this row here. So that's not connected to anything. So this is where we are on our circuit, and we need to get that resistor. We need to get the current flow back to negative, right? And so grab yourself another piece of wire, plug it in to the same row as that second leg of the resistor, and take this back to negative on your breadboard. And then we can take this other banana clip, right? And we can plug this in over here. Right, so we've got these 2 banana clips, and then we can take this over to our power supply. Which is off, by the way. Always a good idea to work with an off power supply. So you can see main switch is on, output is off, and then we can turn that on, right? And what the power supply will tell us, hey, we've got voltage, so 5.1 volts, and we've got some current. So we currently have 0.015 or 1415, fluctuating between those 2 amps flowing through the circuit.